All right, this is a 2005 Mazdaspeed Miata. Believe it or not, a few years back, my kids were all going to enter the Gambler 500. And I said, okay, what the heck, I'll go too. And of course, if you're going to build a car for anything, Miata is always the answer. So I found this. My buddy Wes Saunders down at Treasure Coast Miata had it about half finished. He'd lost interest, and so we bought it from him. These are just tape stripes. So this is a black original paint car. So these are just tape stripes. If you like the zebra look, I thought it was funny. Stick with it, and if not, this will peel off in half an hour. So the car was a Wes Saunders and Treasure Coast. They are a Miata dismantler. So this is something they brought in. It does seem to have been slightly hit in the front. It probably messed up the bumper cover, and the original Mazdaspeed 6-speed transmission is in it. A late model engine, I don't believe it's the original one, is in it. It does not have the turbo that the original Mazdaspeed would have had. So we picked this thing up, half finished. I put new BFG tires on it. We put a hard dog roll bar in it, spare on the trunk. We got these lights for running at night. We added a winch, which all works. It's all, just a few years old. The snorkel was on it when I got it. And we did run Gambler 500. You can see the tech sticker. And then we ran a rallycross event, Central Florida Rallycross. It did great. It's a lot of fun. Frankly, we just haven't used it in the last couple of years, and I'm out of space. So something had to give, and we're not using it, so I just want somebody else to have fun with it. All right, so walking around the car, as I mentioned, it has a winch. We put these plastic flares on, so the wheel wells have been cut out just a little bit. It's got a Paco Motorsports 3-inch lift kit. Inside, we've added all this stainless plating for safety and because we thought it was cool. The doors have been cut back a little bit. The original Miata seats, original Nardi steering wheel. The odometer does not work. We got it with 109,000 on it, so I'm assuming it has slightly more, but we've not driven it 200-300 miles since. It's got a fire extinguisher, a CB radio, which is great when you're out in the woods. The original radio does work. The air conditioning was taken off the car, so it has no air conditioning. The top still works fine, so you can run this with top up. In the trunk, we've got a spare axle. Apparently, the rear axles are the weak point on these things when you jack them up. So there is a spare axle and some tools, comes with it. The original Mazdaspeed exhaust is still on it, which is kind of crazy. It's funny, the inherent Miata-ness of it, even though it's an off-road vehicle, is still there. It does have a locked rear end, so this thing will go just about anywhere. Underneath, there's a skid plate, Paco Motorsports skid plate under the transmission, and then we built this big skid plate under the front, so you wouldn't hurt your sump or your steering components. So, as you can see, it's got tie-down stuff. All right, let's take it for a spin. We'll go on-road since we've cleaned it up, but it's way more fun off-road.